Okay. Yeah. I guess that's what we're talking about. I feel like a real person now. Oh man. Last time I went to a plane, I was scared. The notification says marked. No, I actually consider it. So, yes. That means we're doing the arcades. All right. You know what you're for. Let's see some.
Mini bag one. Please make swing chair with your bag. For children's safety, please keep them away from the bag. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't want to think like that, but if that happens, I may come over here and try to get early.
Got you. Oh. Woo. All right. Oh. Oh, goodness. All right, check the map. So according to this, I'm here. Oh, you know what? Wait.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the buses are bad.
Ah, I see.
In theory, end up in a pretty similar.
Oh, just. All right, but first.
Maybe that's a good idea.
They may be removed in accordance with TSA regulations.
Oh my God.
I see why you think that now. My friends are going there, so.
I forgot we had a reload. I ain't got any bags anymore, bro. My beer went out. You're changing the button. You guys don't, you couldn't understand what's the bag. Yeah, I saw them.
Okay.
Make it easier for you, however you want to leave it. You gotta get behind it.
Starting route to Best Western Inn and Suites San Diego, Zusi World Area. At the light, take a left on Marina Boulevard.
Well, the bus ain't up there taking nowhere, so I gotta take it a long way. Okay. Luckily it's the placement. Wish I had skill.
Take a right onto the path.
Oh, that's what it is. Like,
Take a left onto the road.
okay. Alright, it's a hard part. Alright, let's see if my eyesight can work. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Like, if the bus didn't show up, then how can y'all walk all the way to a hotel? Wait. No, we're playing smart today. We're getting bigger, like. Oh, shit. shit. Nope, nope, nope. Not yet. All right, 11 minutes. Man, I don't mind taking an Uber, but to me, taking a walk is a simple thing. That's what I was thinking because it was scary. Alright, this full video could prove for evidence in case something happens. And the thing is, it's October. Whoa. Lord, please guide me. Wish I need friends. Wait. No. Shit. What the hell happened to a light? No. Alright, there we go. Welcome to most YouTube channel history. Welcome to my TV. As please, hell dark in there. The bus did not show up at night. At least I know a tour guide. If I can get the map to navigate things, I'll be fine. But as long as I keep walking, I hope I don't encounter no strangers, no creatures, and no alligators. Yeah, we're getting close to baseball field. It's not far from here. Cottonwood Grove. Shit. Right. Oh great, there's a train up there. I could just take it and walk there, but crossing the bridge is hard. Okay, Jay, keep it up. We're almost there. I remember this path. crossing here is one way. If you keep walking that way, that'll take you straight to the field. Yeah, I know what you guys thinking. Why am I going walk in the middle of the night all by myself? Listen, I still got plenty of money left. I got a freaking money left for luggage to return home. I also want to hold on to money for food and drinks.
Left onto the road.
GPS! I should have brought a flashlight and lantern.
In a quarter mile, continue on Hotel Circle Place.
Yeah. Why?
In a quarter mile, continue on Hotel Circle Place.
I'm so glad I'm okay. The whole... Nah. I can't show you the specific location. But by the time I gotta cut this part here, I reach the destination. This seat's pretty okay. The beautiful thing is, if you hide the light, you can see the stars. But if you get exposed, you won't see them. But if you're lucky enough to be in the middle of the field, don't worry guys, I'll be fine. As long as I got a flashlight, I'll be good. Oh, it's getting spooky! Oh yes! Damn, I wish I needed an escort, like a hotel shuttle. Like if you're taking a shuttle to a hotel, like for real, you don't have to walk all the way up there. You don't have to take an Uber. You can take a free shuttle and take the buses outsourced. There's a couple of guys right there. Still not there yet, but almost there. Just need that's it. Man, the one thing I need to get is the bright flashlight. Like, you know, the flashlight, like the beam. You shoot all the way up there, and it take you like 2 miles straight. And once you open it with the widescreen, the light flashes are like oh man, you gotta get one of these flashlights. But the question is, does it come with the rechargeable battery? It comes rechargeable? I gotta look it up. Cause this gonna be a survival tactics. A survival tactics. Oh, the night vision should be good. Alright, I done with this phone here, so good to go. Feel free to vlog. Oh man, it's crazy. Like, I gotta walk all the way up there, just 15 minutes walk, all my way to the hotel because the bus don't work at night. Yo, California, step up. These people need to go home with the bus. I want to get blinded by the freaking flashlight. All right, wait, am I past the exit? Huh? Oh wait, almost there.
Lost?
Nah, the hotel's right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready, right there.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all lit up and see. That's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You walk through there, it's kind of scary, but there's nothing about it.
Mm.
It's ominous. It's like all fucking vampire movies and stuff you see here.
All right. Take care. Okay. Well, see, there's it. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, but I thought I was gonna lost right there. But I would suspect that one of those things that I watched the movie when some creep Jeepers Creepers are like hanging in the woods. Man, I don't know about which movie it is, but it's kind of scary. All right, here I am at the hotel at last. Woo! Amen, amen, amen. We made it. I did. Okay. Oh, damn. Turn it off.
Arrive at your destination.
Oh. Okay, you thought yeah.
I would highly suggest having a mod on the back end help you out, and it has to stay up, by the way. We used to be like, it keeps dropping. Yeah, because our phone was turned off, or whatever, like the screen was turned off, and stuff like that. But if you want, take a little picture of it or something.
Have your mods help you when on the back of your collaborations or not?
No, you're just a one-woman show.
You just pray to God that let's connect. Great.
What about you, dear? You seem to have no issues ever whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I'm usually pretty quick. I have like 3 different phones on me, so I'm just like, focused. But this works great. It's still. I heard they want to put it in the mobile app to make it like way easier to work the shared chat. But me and Mushroom Sauce used it this weekend, and with Stream Buddy, like he even showed me how to add the icons for everybody's stream, so you can see who's coming from where. This way you're not confused on like where the different chatters. But yeah, it was really cool, and I think the chat enjoyed it too.
Right, and it also pushes you up in the category, especially if you're a smaller streamer, which means more people are going to rate you, more people will see you, etc. The other option too is to always do restreaming. Like if somebody if their IRL setup fails or they aren't an IRL streamer, you can always offer them the option, if they're okay with it, for them to do a guest restreaming link and you can restream your exact stream over, and that way, like, it shows up in their feed, it shows up in their portfolio, right? Yeah.
Lots of resources. So I know you kind of like touched only on like a couple of like parts of IRL collaboration, right? There's like a lot of different things that you can like access on Twitch and through Twitch. So if you guys want, this is a QR code. It will link to the IRL club, the Unity Guilds, community meetups, and then also digital speed networking. A lot of the times, the people that I collaborate with are because I've seen their name over and over and over and over and over again in different areas of Twitch. So if you guys want, you can definitely take the QR code. Are you guys a part of any of these? I know like, we all are.
I think so.
Yeah, because you are IRL Club.
Yeah.
All of us are IRL Club, right? And are you guys in the Unity Guilds at all?
Genius. But maybe it's because of where you're located. You know, like you could be. They just released a Japanese server for the women's guild. But yeah, take a picture of it. There's a lot of great things. And then make sure to like maybe follow all of us.
Yes, and that's all of our questions and contacts. But before we move on, I know we did skip a question. When you like, has there ever been a situation where you've collaborated with somebody where you come back to that same collaboration frequently, or did that collaboration help to open up other avenues for you all?
I joined one of the streamers. I invited a streamer to collab, and then she invited me to even bigger events. Yeah, we do that to each other. Yes. So it opens up opportunity for bigger collab sometimes.
How do you, so if you could put yourself back to like when you first started streaming, how did you decide to reach out to someone to collab? Like, was there someone that you were like, oh my God, I love them so much, like, I wanna like potentially learn from them, or I wanna stream with them? Put yourself back there. How would you suggest people kind of build their network?
I got rated by them, and then like say hi, you're a nice person, can I collab with you? Or rate into them to make connection first. Yes, and then yeah, you find out if they're a nice person.
What about you?
I think same for me as well, just like rate them and then collab and then just Instagram DM and be like, hey, thank you so much for the raid. Because sometimes like when you rate someone and then you don't hear it back from them, but then I always make sure like to send DM first and then be like, hey, thank you for the raid, like I want to get to know you. So I think it takes a lot of confidence to reach out as an introvert person, but then I mean just do it and then you'll make a friend. So
I mean, on our end, when we first, that panel with all the men on it, that was in that slide, I know that Bunchy and us, we went back and forth. Can we reach out to Tioni? We don't know her that well. She's too big. She'll never answer us. I think sometimes just like coming in and being like, we have this idea.
But also like with you, we had ended up at the same event, and you came in rushing late to a tree lighting, and someone had saved you a spot. And they were like, he's really tall, so we apologized. And then you were kind enough to let us kind of scoot around by you. And they kept saying, this is Dan. And I was like, who? Who is? And then later we connected,
Yes.
because you were very kind and whatnot. And you were a huge TikToker. And we were like, oh, I'll never say hi.
Yeah, no.
We were super sweet. And I think like sometimes, like for me, if I see someone in person, I feel more approachable, right?
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, meeting in person is great. I think also just like supporting the people that you like. So like even just being in the chat, saying hi. Like sometimes I'll just notice like, oh my God, I can't believe like they're in my chat, and then it's like then that could lead to a DM and like stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, between that and meeting people in person, like I said earlier, when you get the vibes from people, you can tell people if they're genuinely kind and if they'll work out with you. good positive vibes all around. That's what I would like.
Or just being in the same socials digitally as well. So like there's people I've met from Twitter, there's people I've met in Discord, and I just like see what they put out there in the world, right? Or just even I've worked with someone who like just kept commenting funny things on our.
They were really, really, really funny. I feel like humor is big for us. I mean, we're not. I think we're not funny. But I think we're not very funny. I think like I think we say funny things all the time, but I don't think of myself as being a funny person. And then we're told we're really, really funny. But when I see somebody who I think is genuinely very, very funny and they're coming in and commenting on my stuff, I'm like, who is that person?
Or if you're just doing cool things in the world, right? Like, I'm way more likely to like collab with somebody that has done like a charity stream, or like there's like a gal who live streams on horses, and she was like, I never thought you'd watch my content. I'm like, why not? You live stream like my dream as a child to have been a horse girl, but I lived in the city, you know? So like, just don't ever count yourself out. Do you guys want to go with some more questions that we have officially asked the audience? What do you guys want to do? Audience, you even have questions?
We can ask audience, yeah.
It's
We can yak all day. We're all streamers.
Yakking, let's go.
So if you do have questions, just shout it out. Otherwise, we can always get you guys
in a nice line.
But otherwise, we can always keep chatting too. We're doing a vibe check.
Participation isn't happening. Makes sense. Do you want to just go with the next seat? Okay.
Yes, I'm totally fine.
We're going with the next one. I have ADHD. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Sorry. I was like, oh, I see your lights and faces. Yeah.
But it's actually a good follow-up because it's about ADHD and collaboration and anxiety. So, my question is, how do you guys overcome that? Because very often we do get nervous and anxious on how the other person feels about how you act on their screen and of course with each other. So how do you guys overcome kind of that anxiety barrier to actually reach out and feel like, oh, actually, they don't actually hate me in your stream?
Just as like a check. Because like, oh wait, no, he should keep it in case people have questions. Or if there's problems. Do you guys still get anxious when you're meeting people for the first time? I know I do.
I used to, but then I kind of overcame with it. First of all, you have a very good heart, and then you think of others. That's why you have that, feeling, because you're worried that, oh, what if I give them a comfortable feeling? But I think, like, how I overcame that is I kind of believe in myself that I'm a good person. Well, not being kind of cocky about it or ego about it, but then I have this good belief that I'm gonna bring good influence and good energy to the people around me. So just trust in yourself, believe in yourself first before thinking of others. Because, like, not that, I'm not saying, oh, just be selfish and think only of yourself, not like that, but then, because your base, your source is, you're already a really good person. So maybe put yourself first before thinking of others and just reach out. And then I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna love you. Like, and then if they're like a little bit back off, just move on and then go to the next person, because we can't satisfy everyone. So yeah, I mean, you have a very nice heart and good heart. So, and I always know it. So
Thank you.
Yeah, whenever you reach out to us, it's very heartwarming.
For me, I think it's like therapy helps a lot. I know that that's a dumb thing to say. I think, like, so that's like the basis, right? Like, you always have to start checking in with yourself. I tend to put myself in loops sometimes, where I think about the same thing over and over and over again, right? One of the ways that I stop to do that is, like, I try to focus on something else. So, like, if I'm worried about how something happened on stream, I'll just tell Allison over and over again until she cuts off that loop, right? But I also will kind of think about what I'm bringing to the table and what I want to achieve, right? particularly with charity, right? I know that together we can raise a lot more. We can create a bigger awareness, and that goal of getting the thing done is more important. So like I also make a lot of artwork, right? And I do collaborations with artists all the time. And I said we are coming together because we believe in this vision, right? And so like for me, I focus on that vision.
Like is the goal just to hang out? Well then you've achieved it just by like hanging out. If the goal is to raise money, if you get even $1, or you get like 10 people in chat that found out about the cause, that's still incredibly impactful. So make small goals for yourself. And if it's something's really bothering you, then maybe it's just not the right collab,
Or the right fit at this time.
Right.
Like maybe the collab isn't right now, but like sometimes people will reach out, we're super busy, and we can't tell people, hey, we have an NDA, so it's not gonna work, right? So if you come back at another time, then usually it's like, okay, well, it wasn't the right time then, but it will be in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good. It's great. It takes care of itself.
So how do you guys feel about cross-platform collaboration, maybe to expand an audience where you might not have a presence? And are there any tools that you would recommend that would help maybe cross-platform chatting or anything like that that might exist? So if you're really good on TikTok, but just starting out on IRL and Twitch, and you wanted to kind of cross-collaborate with somebody from another platform.
That's what we did, yeah. Like, we're doing a charity thing, remember, at the Nintendo store?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think that was for Starlight.
Yeah, and then I was on TikTok, right? You guys are on Twitch. There isn't really like a shared app thing, but I think it's good because like you can kind of just like tell the chat, like this person's on that one, they can kind of like go back and forth. I mean, that's kind of like how we did it. There's not really a blueprint or tools to make it work, but I think you just go with the flow. Just get out there and do it. You'll see, like, people will go back and forth on different, they want to see different POVs and stuff, like, and each app has its own benefits. There's not many people I know that, like, enjoy this stuff and aren't on all the apps, right? Everyone's on them, so you just go out and do it. It can work out great.
Yeah, because with YouTube and Twitch, I know that a lot of people will stream to both platforms at the same time, and there are tools out there that will kind of help you to be able to engage with both chats. So I was just wondering if there was anything that you would recommend.
Yeah, so stream
provided. I have an app that shows both chats. You are not allowed to integrate on Twitch side, but there's chat on an app that you can install to have a different sources. I use that to talk to both of the chats.
Thank you.
Especially on Android stream buddies. But with TikTok, the one thing that we've learned is to ask about algorithmically, like what you can't say. Like you can't say link, for example.
Like, can't say Twitch.
Like even if you are playing Zelda, just forget the man has
it. No, we asked TikTok because we were Nintendo.
Yeah, we were sponsored by Nintendo. We saw it. And it was just really funny because every time we talk about Link, it would be like, boom. And so then we asked them, and they were like, yeah, you can't say the elf's name. You could say the male Zelda or something.
Or you can say the main character.
Yeah, and Purple app is now starting
the hero.
Yeah, but now that's why people say the Purple app or the Red app. But I also talked to some staff that said that in some instances and areas, Purple app is starting to be flagged as well. So if you are on a specific platform that has specific needs, just let the other person know. Yeah, unfortunate, right?
I've been going with glitch. That seems to work okay.
Yeah, we're just like, you know,
it rhymes.
The glitchy one or the witchy one when it's like Halloween or whatever.
But going back to the chat thing, Stream Buddy is great. You could do, I think you have to pay $6 a month though, but you can add YouTube and Twitch. You can't do, TikTok doesn't allow their like API or something to let the chat. I tried a different app the other day, it just didn't work at all.
You split screen though.
On Stream Buddy?
Yeah, if you have an alt account.
True.
Then you can use
That's
a split. You use split.
Just complicated, I don't know. It's worth it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions? I saw a hand raising. Yes, oh, over there, okay.
Perfect. Mine has something to do with the technology in regards to IRL. So if you're a desktop streamer or a gamer, it's easy to hook up to the internet and all that stuff. But once you want to explore, like, are y'all using TV backpacks? Like, what was the first step that you took in order to do IRL?
So our first step for doing IRL, but we started 5 years ago too. So just keep that in mind. Like our first step to doing IRL is not how I would advise people to start now, right? So we started on our phones, but then we quickly made a jump to an unlimited IRL backpack, right? If you are doing something that you need to have your hands free, like if you are, I don't know, like biking, or if you're like doing something like metalsmithing or whatnot, where you need your hands free, that's gonna be like a major help to you. But like now, it's more about getting good consistent data and a good phone. Start with, because even if you don't end up doing IRL, a phone will always be your best friend.
And I like to use phone instead of IRL backpack. I mean, I love IRL backpack because it's quite heavy, whereas phone is very handy. So I use this app called IO Pro, and it's very comfortable to use. Both cam clearly shows, and then also good connection. You can have two bonding connections. So I would start with the phone and IO Pro, and then have a good data as well. Yeah.
Just don't make a huge investment before you know 100% that you like the category, because it's so different. And it's not like a bad thing, but I've had people who are incredible on camera in their own space, and they're like the wizard and master of their own destiny when they're in their studio, and they've bought all this stuff because they thought they could bring that IRL, and just something in them clicked, and they're like, I can't do this. This is, you know what I mean? So I just make small steps at a time, and reach out to the resources that you have, whether that's the Women's Guild or the Creator Club. Because there's a lot of people on there that will help you. You're not alone. When we started, we kind of were alone. But now it's different, right?
Yeah, for sure. I would say definitely use what you have too. So like if you have an iPhone, you can start right away. Moblin app, MOBLN, is a great app on iPhone. IRL Pro is a great app on Android. So like whichever phone you have first, that should be how you start, I think. And then probably your second investment, like before you get to the backpack side of the world, I would say a secondary phone, and you don't have to go crazy with it. So like I had an iPhone and then got an Android, because having both allows you to kind of use different apps. So like Stream Buddy isn't on iOS, but it is on Android. So that's like a great chat app. So if you're just, streaming out of your iPhone, you can then use your Android as your chat phone. I would start with that. Moblin, it's MOBLIN. Some say Moblin, some say Moblin. Yeah.
And then I saw some era. Yeah.
Hello guys, I wanted to ask you about the schedule, your schedule. Like how do you combine the hours you stream with your life, basically? Do you did you experiment like to stream every day and maybe some day offs, or how it works with you? Just yeah.
Usually in Japan time, I wake up, start streaming from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. and then I take a rest and then go buy grocery for next cooking stream and then come back and then eat dinner and then play some game and then go sleep. Yes.
Do you do that every day?
Almost.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She works very, very hard.
I haven't took a day off all.
What was the longest day off you had?
One day.
Sorry, Chad. Well, I used to have very crazy schedule. For example, in Korea time, 3 a.m. is perfect time for both Ewan and Again. So I would stream at let's say 2 a.m. and then stream until 12 p.m. and then sleep until 7 p.m. So I would not look at the sun and go outside. So I've done that schedule for like 1 year and for like 100 hours per month. And I started to kind of like lose my hair and my body was breaking down and everything. So that's when I kind of went back to like Asia time zone. And then right now I focus more on my personal schedule and then stream, which I feel a little bit bad for my chat, but I'm trying to get back on stream. But so I think what Yoshi is doing right now is amazing because she's doing 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. So you have your personal time as well. So I've learned that a lot. But yeah, my schedule is kind of inconsistent, but I try to make sure that I stay healthy first, and then so that I can have a good quality stream.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think you got to take care of yourself first. I work at 9 to 5, so I can't stream during the day, so it has to be like after work. So I just try to get the most I can get out of those hours. So if I start at 5, I'm usually ending at 8. So it's like 3 hours a day. Maybe on the weekends I can do longer streams, but I try to just like jam pack those hours I get. But like when you're first starting, I think it really is about being consistent. So I would say like if you're not ready to like do like 4 or 5 days a week, like just don't even bother. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If you don't want to be consistent and do it 4 to 5 days a week, it's probably gonna be real tough. Okay, sure.
Like, you have to figure out what's gonna work for you. We are very consistent. We set out, we stream Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, so that's only 3 days.
You started.
Right. When we started, we were in Just Dance, and it was COVID times. So I streamed in the morning and the evenings. But, so it was a little different. I think you have to realize what your goals are. Are you going to be a content creator, or are you going to be a full-time streamer, and that's your main revenue, and that's what you want? For being a streamer, you do have to be very consistent. We are content creators that started in streaming, and that's where our community lives. So if you see us online, that's because we love our community and we have something cool going on. So we jump around depending on what we have on our back end, because I have like a small contract just for consistency. She has a 9 to 5, but sometimes like I can't do Wednesday, and that's because I have a rehearsal for like the TwitchCon show or whatever else we're doing. So like you have to put yourself first and look at what your goals are, because we make way more in content creation than in streaming now.
But that's just like, that's how we built it, right? I work a 9 to 5, and it's a 9 to 5 that isn't an easy 9 to 5, right? My work is very cyclical, so in the summer, we probably stream longer hours because my business is not as busy. Fall, winter, spring, it's like gangbusters. I work as an interior designer for the 1%, so I do kitchens and baths that I can't afford, right? And so I'm trying to build in time for stream and also time for my work. And when one becomes overwhelming, I have to adjust. We always say real life before stream life, and that's not, like we try and aspire for that, but it isn't always the case. We take a look at our goals, we take a look at what we want to like actually go to, what we actually want to achieve, and then if certain things need to move around, they move around. And it's probably not the best for our community, apologies. I know that for me, I love it when my streamers are there and when they say they're going to be, and that they're going to always have the same schedule. But I know that for us, particularly as we sort of move into like the next phase of what we want to do, there are going to be times where it's going to be a little bit rocky until we can find the perfect alignment.
Yeah, I mean, just like figure out what your definition of success is. If it's going to be like you want to be 300 plus, viral streaming, traveling the world, Dan is right, you have to have a consistent schedule. I don't necessarily think it has to be 5 days, but you do have to find times that are consistent, and you can't compare yourself to the streamer that's going to be streaming like 8 to 12 hours every single day, because you just don't have the amount of visibility for raids, the amount of just time for people to just wander into your stream. But it's like, what is the end goal? Would I love to have 1,000 viewers? Absolutely. Is it feasible for us right now where we are in our lives? Not necessarily. necessarily, but I don't have to be successful in a way that makes me happy. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, that was really long-winded, wasn't it? Yeah. You have 7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes, that's probably like one more question.
All the way more back.
We might be able to fit 2.
We might be able to fit 2. But see, there's like a, yeah.
Sorry, there's like a beautiful sun in my eyes.
Hi, sorry. I snuck in a little bit late. I was at something else, but
We didn't notice, I promise.
I know. Sorry. I was trying to be quiet. I don't know if you guys touched upon it already, but overheating in your technology, especially I use a backpack setup also, and I live in Austin, Texas, which is next to the sun essentially. So what do you do to combat that, and how do you overcome that? I have like 6 fans running at a time, I feel like, so.
Ice packs, prayers. You guys have it. I mean, you use Ella
Yeah, I use like the Bella Box setup sometimes, but also iPhone. But it's really tough when it gets really hot out. Like in New York City, I try to like take breaks, so I like run into a place that has air conditioning, or like if I'm on like a bike, it's like a natural airflow, so that kind of helps out a lot too. But if you're like standing in the sun, I don't know.
You have to have at least some kind of shade, because the sun is going to kill you more than the actual temperature. And then we build in times to like, I remember there was one really bad stream, it was like 110 and we were out of breed. And we kept running into the bodega and throwing our whole equipment into a fridge.
Like literally, we opened up their like ice cream cabinet,
Shoved it in.
And we said, guys, you're gonna get your little freezer time. And then we would like set them in there for 5 minutes and then take them out. I know some people use ice packs. There is the problem of condensation with that, obviously, but there are some people that do it.
Reach out to recharging on the ice pack front, because recharging,
He makes it work, and I don't
he
know
makes
how.
the ice pack work. So he's a French streamer, but I've seen him do that. So I would ask him, but maybe one quick question if it's not about tech.
So as a fellow dual content creator, my wife and I stream together, how do you balance each other's schedules in your decisions to whether do a collab or not do a collab when you both have differing opinions about that?
Yeah, so this is a very like, and I think actually this works really well too for people that are just dual streamers. Like if you're getting to the point where you need to start building on a team, you have to start thinking about like actually how you're communicating, right? We like to say that twins tend to be the best of friends and the worst of enemies. And I don't mean it like they're the worst of enemies. I mean that you know how to push each other's buttons, right? And because you're family, you may not always listen in the same way that you would a colleague or a friend, right? So we do a couple of different things. Allie and I have like a Google Doc, and we also have a shared calendar, and we also divvy up duties. So Allison is predominantly taking tech. Hey, if you ever want to take tech on our hands, we would love that though, because then she can do more for me in other areas. So she does more like tech and whatnot, and outreach, certain outreach. And then I'm the one that usually is like feeding into our calendar. So we're like physically, like not physically, but we're dividing our duties. Right? Now, when there's a collaboration, I look at my calendar first, because my job is not flexible, right? If I can't do it, then I say, hey, I absolutely can't do this. Do you want to do this alone? Right. Sometimes, if you're a dual channel, you may not want to do that alone, right? Especially if it's somebody that you don't know very well, but it could be a big opportunity. I usually am on the fence of, I'm slightly uncomfortable because it's a big opportunity and I don't want to show myself outside of us being a dual channel, right? And that becomes an open conversation.
But therapy too. Therapy helps. I think though, but like you have to think like, because she does a lot better on written format, and if it is not on a digital calendar, it doesn't exist. So think about how you both work. And then like who can take what off each other's hands, and just try to be like, I physically don't have any more screens left. can you do this? And if the answer is no, then you drop something else or you just don't do it. I don't know, it's hard.
And I know this is gonna sound like really bad, but if you can't come to agreement because one person really wants to do something and one person really does not, the answer is no. I know that like it's hard, or we're different, or you test it and find it, then you're like, okay, I don't want to do this thing. You don't want to do that thing. Fine, we'll do it both, yes, and we'll test it and we'll see what works and what doesn't. Right, but it's usually no, right? Because it's about boundaries, right? So because you have to protect the entity that is your channel.
Really quick though, because I think we're coming up on time. Make sure you follow everybody, because they took time out of your day.
Yeah, and then
but if you're open, do you people reaching out or not?
And then if you have anything cool coming up.
Well, I have a K-pop workshop coming on in
Yes.
like 30 minutes. That's a Cool Cat workshop. So if you guys wanna join my K-pop workshop, just move your hips and body with me. That would be amazing. It's gonna happen at 2 p.m. at the Cool Cat Workshop Lounge downstairs.
For the rest of my TwitchCon, I don't have any plan, but after I land, I have like sports event I'm invited to.
Cool.
No plans right now, and I'm definitely taking off tomorrow, so I'm going back tonight. So I'll be back on Tuesday, and you can hit me up on Instagram if you want to DM me.
And he's really consistent with his schedule. So if you want to see what he's up to, I don't know your schedule by heart, but I know it's very
Tuesday, like 5 o'clock, I'll be left.
We have a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff coming up.
But you can absolutely reach out. Our preferred platform for outreach is either Discord or Instagram or Twitter, but we don't check Twitter as often. If you see me really active on Twitter, then you know that something's afoot. Usually something is cool on the back end or I'm reaching out to a brand, so that's the only reason we're on Twitter.
Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you coming on in. I know it's a lot of questions, so thank you also for that. We always appreciate getting to hear what you guys are interested in and how we as kind of leaders in the IRL community can help support you all.